I'm Peyton from the University of Tampa.
I'm Olivia Margolis from the University of Tampa.
Jeff Lamm, head coach, University of Tampa.
So we had a pretty intense season, so we knew coming in here we had to keep it up. We couldn't underestimate any team that we played here. We knew it was going to be hot, so we just had to play hard, play aggressive, be there for each other, and not let anything drop. We knew it was going to be 3 days, and so it was going to be intense 3 days. So after every game we had, we came together and we're like, okay, each day we're going to put 100% into everything we do, and clearly it meant a lot and it showed, and that's a big reason why we won.
Also bouncing off of that, we knew coming in here being the #1 seed that everyone's going to be after us. So we knew that every single game, the people across the net were going to be competitive and want to beat us. So I think that was one of our main focuses, is like, this isn't going to be easy. And I think also just from the bottom up, like our 5s took control the whole entire tournament. I mean, our 2s, our 4s, our 3s, like every single team, I think from the bottom up, like did what they had to do for us to win.
Every year it's a different experience. I mean, coming here with the pressure of that #1 seed like we have in the past, and everybody's kind of gunning for you, and it's like I told the team, like, we're good enough to win it, but we still got to go out there and show it on the sand, and just the kids worked hard. It is a battle of attrition at times, like this, the heat, and 2 matches a day for 3 days, it'll get on you. But for the most part, like, we had some teams play really consistent. Even I was coaching these guys the whole weekend, and we didn't get to finish but 2 matches. One, we were on the bad side of that finish, and then finally in this final, they came up big, and it's each team stepping up at a different time, and there's no guarantees when we come here. It's just you gotta kind of come out and prove it.
It's always nerve-wracking to see teams that you've lost to or you've played against, and you're neck and neck the entire time. You have to have a lot of faith in your team. I think this year, especially playing against Concordia and Colorado Mesa, it was very nerve-wracking, and we knew these teams weren't going to be easy, and it's a lot better trusting your teammates. I mean, this entire weekend, especially Liv and I, were like, yeah, we're playing some tough teams, but like, I trust our 5s and our 4s, like our entire lineup. Like, you can play a little bit more aggressive knowing that your team has your back, and I think that helps, especially through these hard teams that we do play.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't here last year, but I mean, that's one of the reasons why I chose Tampa, is I heard what they're all about, and they're fighters, and that is one of the reasons why this team is like,
we're fighters in a good way. Like, in a good way.
I can't get over I said that. Okay. But anyways, that's one of the reasons why I chose Tampa, and I'm just so proud of this team overall. Like, the fight that we had from day one, just coming in here. And I'm so grateful to play with Peyton and to be like such a good role model to look into my first year. She really carried a lot on her shoulder, but it was great fun.
Concordia is a legit program. They have been. They're one of the. I think they're one of the only teams we've lost to out here. So I mean, obviously, they got our attention last year. And I think you have a lot of programs here that with NCAA volleyball being one division, we're right in the mix with a lot of Division I programs. A lot of us play Division I schedules for the most part, and I think a lot of the programs here consider themselves at a Division I level, and Concordia is one of those, along with us, and Mesa and those guys, Kingsville. So I mean, it's really that was just a great final battle all the way around.
I'm just really proud of this team. We've definitely gone through a lot, especially my 4 years being here, and I have to say we're obviously a very large team, but we're also a very young team. Every day at practice, this was one of the years where you're like, you don't know where you're going to stand. A lot of us were fighting hard to get to the position that we are, and those of us who didn't, or those of them who didn't play, like, they really helped us prepare for this tournament, especially. Like, our practices are like nothing we've ever seen. You're fighting every day at practice. You're fighting in games to keep your spot, and I really think that that's what caused us to be so successful this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, this was my last game playing on a team, and I just couldn't be more grateful for this team, this family, this culture. I'm grateful for Jeff for taking me in with no beach experience prior, but I'm just, for all the other coaches, like, I'm just so grateful to be here.
This one first stepping on the sand in September
Yes.
did pretty good for us. Some of the best teams in the country. So, no, it's a program. It's a program win. It's a family, but a dysfunctional family at best. But it is. They're a good group. I enjoy going to work every day and working with them, and they challenge each other. They challenge me. It's definitely this. It's not the 5 teams on the court that won this. It's definitely the program.